Hello, darling. Welcome or welcome back to Likela Atelier. If you are a woman on a journey to becoming, finding herself, transitioning your life from zero to hero, you have come to the right place because today I'm going to share 8 ways that I am transitioning my life from zero to hero without judgment whatsoever. This is a safe place where we can all grow and glow together, whether we are just women or mamas. That is not only our identity, but we get to give it life. We get to create, we get to choose, we get to transition to the person we want to become. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about these methods that we're going to apply to transition our lives from zero to hero. Remember, today is the right day to start. So point number one, I'm going to grab that pink notebook because this is serious and I wrote everything down that you need to know. Let's get to it. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is to get ruthlessly clear about what this hero means to you, because you cannot transition from zero to hero without knowing who the hero is. Ask yourself these questions. Who are your models? Who do you look up to? What does she do? What does she want to become? How does she dress on a daily basis? You have to become ruthlessly clear about what you want and who you want her to be. Because remember, you are not broken, you are not lost, you are simply becoming, you are simply returning home to yourself. So be very clear, because there's a lot of noise out there, and if you're not careful, you're going to be running around in all these circles and the spiral without knowing what you want. So step number one is for you to be very, very clear about who this hero image is to you. Step number two, we are going to cut out distractions and lies. What are some of the distractions that we need to cut out? Some of the distractions could be social media, excessive scrolling. You could be scrolling telling yourself that you're seeking inspiration, but if every day all you do is seek inspiration without taking action, that is a distraction. You are lying to yourself. So you're going to cut out every distraction. If your friends are the people who sit down and gossip all day, that is distraction. If your friends are people who sit down and come up with game plan, then you are good to go. So you need to go through your life and seek all these distractions. How do you waste time? How do you manage your time? How do you dress? What do you do? All this come together. How much movie do you watch? I kid you not, I used to spend about 3 hours scrolling on social media, and I would justify it as though I was seeking inspiration. So ask yourself, what are some of the distractions that you need to cut down? You don't need to tell me, but you're welcome to write it in the comments below so we can all navigate these things. But the best thing you can do is write these things down and navigate through it. The third thing I'm doing, and you can also do to transition from zero to hero, is build one skill that changes everything. Remember, if you start tackling all the skills around you, you are going to get a hell of a lot of confused. So you want to focus on one life-changing skill, and I'm going to list a few of them down below. Skill number one could be communicating, could be speaking, sales, marketing, writing, teaching, sewing, drawing, art, whatever skill you think you are gifted in and you think is going to be life-changing. You need to focus on that skill at least 80% of the time. Content creation, whatever skill it is, get very good at one skill and then carry it from there. Let's look at number four. The fourth thing you're going to do, oh, I love this one, is set brutally small daily goals. These goals have to be non-negotiable. Every single day you have to do them. You might be asking yourself, what are some of these small goals? The goal could be as small as what time you wake up. This has to be non-negotiable. You cannot just go with the flow if you want to transition. You have to have your day planned down to the T. You remember those days when we used to be in school? I remember when I used to be in high school, we used to have a calendar, a handwritten calendar and a timetable. And in this calendar, you will have your day programmed down to the last hour when you go back to bed. And this made sure that we were able to focus on all the subjects that we needed to learn during that season and without being overly overwhelmed. These days you go through life just hoping and wishing. And what one thing I've been doing lately is being very clear on my non-negotiables on day-to-day basis. One of my negotiables is waking up early before the kids. Another one is my morning devotion because, honey, let me tell you something. Without my morning devotion, I could go throughout this day stressed to the T. But when I give my anxiety back to God, I get the peace in the stillness to focus. My other non-negotiable is being kind and patient to my kids. That might not make sense to you, but it is who I am. It is the role that I get to play in their lives. That is my non-negotiable. Every single day I have to learn a skill. Every single day I have to write something, at least for 30 minutes to an hour. Every single day I have to listen to an audiobook or a sermon, something to activate my mindset. So set your daily non-negotiable goals and make sure that you tackle them. The fifth thing is to, let me breathe. Another thing is to diligently track your progress. If you do not track your progress, you will not be able to state whether you're coming or going. Some days I go through life without knowing whether I'm coming or going. But when you start tracking what you're doing, track what you're eating, how you're working out, how you're hydrating, your habits, when you start tracking these things, everything starts making sense. Now, don't quit yet. The last point I'm going to give is going to be a game changer because it has definitely been a game changer for me. Point number 6 is you have to build your pain tolerance. You might be asking yourself, what has pain got to do with this? Sometimes we quit too early because we think that once we've set our goals and we've started this journey, everything has to be walk in the park. No, honey, you have to set your pain tolerance. You have to be able to tolerate the difficult moments because when you start to transition and to change your life, you are going to feel like you're hitting rock bottom. And that is because whatever you are trying to do is new to you, is a new skill, is a new way of living. It's going to be a little bit hard, if not very hard. But you have to strain your pain tolerance, mental toughness, and you have to be tough mentally so that you do not quit. The only difference between those who make it and those who quit are those who don't have the pain tolerance. And I have quit so many times, so there is no judgment here. I have come to learn that I need to train my pain tolerance, and I am working on that. And you can work on that too. Yes, yes. Another thing, point number 7, is to put yourself in the arena. Let me tell you, there is no amount of planning that's going to get you where you need to go if you don't get in the arena. You could plan for years, you could plan for months, but unless you get in the arena of life and get moving, nothing is going to happen. Don't wait for the perfect time. Get in the arena and get going. Start doing something. Don't just sit and wish. Don't just dream big and do little tasks. You have to dream big and then get in that arena and start putting in the work. Yes, we can meditate. Yes, we can manifest. Yes, we can speak the affirmations. But if we do not take the aligned steps, honey, nothing is going to change. So for you to transition from zero to hero, you have to get into the arena. You have to tell your life, this is the game of my life, and I'm getting into the arena to win. Remember, the kingdom of God suffers violence, and the violent shall take it by force. What is it you're dreaming for? What is it you're wishing for? Get in the arena and act as though it was coming. So you have to be ready. You have to be to prepare. You have to put in the work. The last point, the last thing I'm doing to transition my life from zero to hero is staying in the game long enough to enjoy the fruits. Sometimes we start good things and then we quit because it's not an overnight success. Yes, social media has glamorized overnight success, and you feel like if I start today and I am not successful by tomorrow, I have to quit. No, baby, you don't have to quit. You have to stay in the game long enough, putting in the right action steps, and you will see the fruits of your labor. Now, here's one more thing I was going to tell you. Remember, I said stay till the end so that I can share with you something very important. You have to give yourself the permission to grow, the permission to live, the permission to make it, the permission to do the things you need to do in order to attain the life that you desire. Again, I need you to remember the permission I'm talking about is not anybody's permission to take or give. It is yours to step into the arena and claim it. You have to give yourself the permission. You have to allow yourself. So always think about that. Ask yourself, what are some of the things I'm denying myself from doing? And then give yourself the permission to do the right things in order to create the life that you desire. Now let's go ahead and talk about it. What did we discuss today? We discussed some of the 8 steps we are going to take as mamas, as women, as ladies to transition our lives from zero to hero. And some of those things are defining the hero that you want to be. You have to be absolutely clear about this one. You have to ruthlessly eliminate distractions and lies that you have been telling yourself. If you're telling yourself, oh, I'll wait for the perfect day, baby, that's a lie. Get in the arena and get going. You have to master one skill that changes everything for you. You have to master one skill that changes everything for you. You have to set brutally small yet aligned goals. These goals have to be non-negotiable. You have to do them every day. If you have to write down your timetable by hand, baby, do it. I have been writing my timetable down by hand because I know that it sticks to the brain when you write it down on paper. I know there's a lot of ways we could track our goals, but when you write it down, it really comes to happen. Another thing you have to do is track everything on a daily basis, diligently, obsessively. Track what it is you're doing until you see the outcome that you desire. You're going to build your pain tolerance, and then you're going to take action in the real life arena. Don't just plan and wait. Plan and take action in the positive direction. At the end of the day, ask yourself, what did I do today? Does it align? Does it take me where I need to be? You have to do that. And then you have to stay in the game long enough to accomplish that which you desire. Again, I have put together a little something for you to download so that you can keep on track with this zero to hero transition. I wish you all the best. See you on the other side. And if you're interested, if this speaks to you, if you're on a journey of becoming, welcome home, honey. This is a safe place. We are going to learn, we are going to grow, and we are going to flourish. Goodbye. Have a